Hello guys, how are you? I hope you're fine and staying at home. So today is our class 10 and we're talking about grammar now. This is a kind of complicated part, but I guess it will be fine for you. So the grammar part that we're talking now is the simple past of the be verb. What is simple past? Simple past is when you are talking about something that occurred or it was true in the past. Okay? For example, if you want to say, I was a funny girl, I'm saying that I was a funny girl. Okay? That's very easy for you, right? You kind of already use that. So you have to understand that each time that we have a subject, it changes the verb be in the simple past. For example, when you have I, he, she, it, the verb be is was. When you have you, we, they, the verb be in the simple past is were. You can follow these in your PDF files through the pages of the book, okay? So, if you're talking about I, he, she, it, you use was. If you're talking about you, we, they, you use were, okay? But these subjects, they are all very exchangeable. For example, if you're going to talk in a negative form, okay? The negative form for the simple past, verb be. You're gonna use, let's use the same example that we have on the book, okay? He was frisky, okay? He wasn't. You're gonna use the verb was because you're talking about he, and also the construction, okay? He was not frisky, or you can say he wasn't frisky. If you're gonna say they were young, you can say they weren't young, or you can say they were not young. Okay, that's easy, right? And if you have the questions, now we have two types of questions, okay? We have the yes or no questions. If it's the answer is going to be simple, you can put the verb being the simple past in the beginning of the questions. For example, was he lonely? Was, it's the simple past of the be verb he, and then you put in the front, was he lonely? Okay? Or if you were talking about they, you can use were they companions. The simple past were, it's in the beginning of the phrase of the question, then you go the subject and the continue of the phrase, okay? But if you have a double H questions, which means that if you are asking something to someone, for example, where were they? Okay, you're gonna use first thing in the beginning of the phrase, the beginning of the question, you use the double H question, where, and then you go to the simple past of the verb be, were they? Where were they? Okay, it's easy. And if you have a question, a double H question that doesn't show you what is the subject, you can probably use the it, okay? Here in your student book, you can see that they say what was in the sky. In the sky, it's not someone. You're not talking about he or she, you or they. You are talking about it. It's something. So, what was in the sky? In the sky begins translate to it. Okay? Very good. So now that we're done with this, I want you guys to do your activities for today are, first thing you have to do a table just like the one that is on the PDF file with the affirmative, the negative, and the double H questions, okay? You have to do it in a way that's not a copy from what I did. You have to look for different kinds of examples to fill in your table, okay? I know you can do this, don't worry. You can use different questions that you can find in everywhere that you might look, okay? Don't worry, it's very easy. Also, you're gonna do the practice part on your notebook, okay? The questions and the answers, it's easy. The apply part, it's on the pages. You're gonna record this with a family member. You're gonna record the dialogue. The family member will ask you the questions, okay? And you have to record the answers. You have to record the whole dialogue. The person you do this with, if the person doesn't want to, it doesn't have to show up in the record. It's only you that I need to see if you're talking and how you're talking, okay? If it's easier for you, you can make a kind of a routine. For example, you can first practice writing the questions and writing the answers, so you just have to read that, okay? Very easy, don't worry, you can do this. Easy? I hope so. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Be good, be safe, and stay at home.